Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my gardening series, A Year in the Garden, a week at a time. We are 14 weeks before last frost date. Weeks. That means we're only 2 weeks away from starting peppers. That's good, because for me that's when my garden really gets going. So this week in my planner, I have a planner that I write in. I have a couple things on here. For planting, I have that we should plant dill, cilantro, celery, and celeriac. Now I'm not going to plant celeriac because I just don't grow it. So, but I will plant the other three. So I'm going to be doing that in the grow room. The other thing I have written down here is check or replace your bulbs in your plant lights. And that is what we're mostly going to talk about today. I ended up buying some new LED lights because I eventually want to switch over to all LED, and I found something that was a pretty good deal, so we're gonna go ahead and set those up in my grow room. I bought this. I found them on Amazon, and I will put a link to these down in the description box below. These are a blue-red LED light. So when you look at them, when they're on, they'll look purple. The light will look purple. These kind of lights are really good for starting seeds and getting a lot of green plant growth. They are not good if you want to take your plants and actually get fruit off of them indoors, which I'm not going to do. So yeah, they're really good for seed starting. They run cool, which is what I like. Don't use up a lot of electricity because they're LED. You know, the old shop lights, they use a fair bit of electricity, and you can tell because they're fairly warm. So you know that they're running a little electricity in them. The thing I liked about these particular LED bulbs is they're linkable. So you can link up to 6 of them at a time. And the package that I got had 6 LED bulbs and all the equipment. I'll show it to you in a second. And I can link all of them if I want to at a time. So yeah, they come with these jumper cords. And the thing I like about that is, you know, with the regular shop lights, even the LED shop lights, they all have their own cord. And so I've got a power strip here, a power strip here, a power strip here, and then they're all linked together and they go to my timer. And I don't want to do that anymore because that's a lot of stuff I don't want to have in my grow room. And it gets in the way of my trays, and I just don't want to do it. I just want to simplify. So we'll see how these work. We'll see. If the plants seem to be growing, then they're fine. Otherwise, you just never know. So let me show you what I got with this package. So here on my table is everything I got with the package. Again, you get 6 of these LED bulbs, and they have the little lights in them, LED lights. And then these are the deflectors that go on each bulb, so there's a little bit of assembly required. Then I got 3 cords with this. So I got 5 jumpers. Then if we go over here, I got these packs which have the rings on them. Here, let me take this out so you can see these. They go on the, they hook on the back of the light, and then you use the ring so you can hang them. I don't know why we have screws and wall anchors. These are more jumpers here. And we got a bunch of zip ties. So you can use the zip ties to hang them if you want. So all of that was $99 or $99.99, so $100, which is a pretty good deal considering a regular shop light that you get from like Menards, an LED shop light. If you can find it for 20 bucks, that's a pretty good deal. And here I got 6 of them for $100. So any money that I can save, I will take it. So let's go set these up in the grow room. Okay, so I've got this all set up. I don't want to turn them on just yet. So I have 2 lights over here on my wood shelf. This is normally where I start my seeds with the wood shelf, solid shelf. It does better for germinating of seeds because it holds the heat in a little bit better. So I'll start seeds here. The other thing it gives me is I have a plug here that can go to this outlet, and it can reach because that's the only outlet on this side. So you can see I've got the lights a couple inches above where I would have a domed tray. And I've got these hanging from the ceiling, and these are just dog chains. I bought them on clearance at the hardware store, and they go up to my ceiling, and I don't, let me see if I can zoom you in. And I just have a hook up there. And then as I need to, I can raise these up. And then over here, so my seeds go from here to up here. And I've got this shelf and this shelf down here. Now I have more room between here and here than I do from here to up here. So they'll go from this shelf down to this shelf as they get taller. And I have all 4 of these lights hooked together as one. So there's only one plug. So the plug goes into here, and then you come down on the other side, and then there's a jumper from this one to this one, and then it goes all the way down here, and then there's a jumper from this one down to this one. You go to the other end, there's a jumper from the end of this one to that one, and then at the very end they've got this little plug that you can put in here, so you don't have to worry about accidentally touching that. So let's turn this on. You can see it looks very reddish purple to me. I don't know how it's coming across on camera. So all those lights are controlled with one, and I have them plugged in to just a regular old timer, and I set my timer to start on 12 hours. So it goes from 7 in the morning until 7 at night when I have the timer on. So on this end, where I initially start my seeds, I've got one plug that goes into this power strip, which is hooked up to my timer. And right now, because I have my peppers on here, they only get 8 hours of light. But then, so it goes, the plug is there, there's a jumper on this end, and then there's a plug on the end of that other one. So let's turn these on. So that should be quite a bit of light. That gives me 6 trays under these LED lights. And then I have these 2 lights here. These are LED as well, but they're LED shop lights. They're not grow lights. I have these lights under my peppers. By the time I need anything this tall, I should be able to put stuff in my greenhouse. So I should have enough LED lights in here now to get me through the growing season. So my parsley is the only thing I've got growing right now. And we'll see how it likes this light. It's been sitting under regular old shop lights. So we'll see how it does. I do not have these heat mats turned on, by the way. Parsley doesn't need the heat. I used it to germinate them, but once they popped out of the soil, I stopped at the heat mat. Now I'm going to plant, what am I going to plant? Chives, cilantro, dill, and celery. Alrighty, so I have my planting done for today. I didn't record it because I'm trying to keep these videos a little shorter. If you're interested in a seed starting video, I will link it up in the iCard above and in the description box below. In here I have 3 different kinds of celery. I have a pink celery, a golden celery, and a tango celery, which is a regular green. I have some chives because I want more chives in my garden. Dill, I love having dill growing in the garden. Now both of these, well actually all of these, this is 2 different kinds of cilantro. Regular cilantro, and this is supposed to be a slow bolting cilantro. We'll see. All of these will be split. So I will get 8 out of all of these, at least. I may end up splitting them again. So all I need to do is put a dome on here. Where did it go? There we go. And then I'll set it up on the heat mats. So there we go. Now these do not need light until they start to germinate. But since I have my parsley under here, they're going to get light. So we'll see how they do. The dome stays on until they break the surface. Once they break the surface, you then take the dome off, and then you have to be really careful and watch them about watering. So that is it for today. Hi, Macy. So it's nice to get those lights in there to get rid of the old fluorescent shop lights. You know, the bulbs are always falling out of those other ones because you grab them to move them, especially because you have to move them up as the plants grow up, and then you hit the bulb just the right way and the bulbs fall out, and oh, they drive me crazy. So it'd be nice to have more LED shop lights or bulbs in there, grow lights, whatever you want to call them. It's nice to have more of them. So yeah, I got the stuff planted, and again I will link a seed starting video down in the description box below. I don't remember if I made a playlist or not, but if I did, I will link that down in the description box below as well. Be patient with your celery, because celery can be really fickle. I mean, sometimes it'll sprout in 10 days. Other times it takes forever to sprout. It all depends on how warm your grow room is. While it's on the mats, it should sprout pretty fast, but you just never know. You just never know. And the rest of them should grow just fine. Now, I've never had good luck growing cilantro. Even if I've grown it like in my winter sowing, I've never had good luck growing it. I think because here in this particular area, which is southeastern Wisconsin, we go from low 40s to high 70s within a matter of a couple weeks, and it always ends up bolting because cilantro really likes the cool weather. So Well, I got that slow bolting stuff. We'll see if it actually is slow bolting. I doubt it is. I doubt it. So next week we will be 13 weeks before last frost date. We're almost down to 3 months. It just, I mean, it does seem possible. If you look outside, it does seem possible. But we're getting there slowly but surely. I'm kind of glad that we're doing this gradually, because that just kind of gets you in the mindset of, I have to check on those seedlings in the morning and in the evening, make sure that they're not dried out. I had to restart my microgreens again because they got dried out. From the morning when I uncovered them to the evening when I was going to go water them, they're completely crispy by the time I got home from work. So I've never had such a hard time starting microgreens. Usually you just throw them in a pan and they start, you know, so we'll see what happens. All right, that'll be it for this episode. If you like what you saw here, don't forget to click on that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up, because then YouTube will show my videos to more people. And until next time, everybody, have a great day and happy gardening. Bye-bye.